summer break.
Narration.
You may be wondering what we're doing in a golf cart, fleeing from a creature of unimaginable horror.
AKA Gnometron. This intro is epic. I don't care how long it is, I'll take a sin off for this. Nobody figured out this code yet. Showing the same scene as you did before the intro.
And there's a goat on my bed.
Yeah, a goat in a bed. But how did that goat ended up in Stan's attic?
Our uncle had transformed his house into a tourist trap he called the Mystery Shack. The real mystery was why anyone came.
Because it's America.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold, the Sass Crotch!
Not only this dick joke passed the child censors, but it also passed the Disney censors.
And guess who had to work there?
Child labor. Wait, isn't that the same jar of eyes as the one on the counter next to the boy? His face.
Take me with you.
That's creepy. As I was talking about the eye jar before, there's also 2 more in that box. So why are there several eye jars?
I would, but I can't reach it.
Lazy teenager.
Just today, my mosquito bite spelled out beware.
That says bewarb.
Because the mosquito spelled it incorrectly doesn't mean it's a warning. Also, mosquitoes can spell. Also, these mosquito bites came out of nowhere. After 30 years of rusting, the control panels are still working. Also, the author wanted to get rid of the journals, and the first thing he thought of was putting one in the obvious place where anyone who found the metal tree could find. Part of the journal is ripped off, so the mystery of the author would be a mystery. Also, what's the purpose of that thing besides being a bookmark?
Unfortunately, my suspicions have been confirmed. I'm being watched. I must hide this book before he finds it.
The author of the journals plays the pronoun game, so we need to figure out who he is.
Oh, time to spill the beans.
Bean spilling. Let's see. Emo hair, one showing tooth, ripped hoodie, and twigs on his hood. That's not suspicious.
Oh, little muscle there.
Later on, we find out that Norman is a group of gnomes, so the arm would be nothing but wood.
So, what's your name?
Normal. Man.
Worst attempted human name ever.
Are you bleeding, Norman?
It's jam.
Fun fact, it is jam, but I thought it was blood.
Known for their pale skin and bad attitudes, these creatures are often mistaken for teenagers.
The author thinks that zombies has the same attitude as teenagers. Okay, I get it. You act like a zombie.
It's a dilemma, to be sure.
Zeus just came out of nowhere.
I'm always noticing weird stuff in this town. Like the mailman, pretty sure that dude's a werewolf.
Zeus is a dick to hairy mailman.
My sister could be in trouble. It was time to get some evidence.
And I'll get that evidence through a montage. Great. Now Norman has to pay for the window damage.
Kissing practice.
Mabel thinks you can use a leaf blower for kissing practices. So how did that cause that so-called smooch mark if the leaf blower hit your mouth?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you that Norman is not what he seems.
Someone is not what he seems cliché. And this cliché plays a lot throughout the series.
He never blinks. Have you noticed that?
Okay, I'm going back to the part where we met Norman and sin every time he blinks.
Wait!
And I'm not gonna let you ruin it with one of your crazy conspiracies!
Great. You just locked your brother outside his shared room.
How do I look?
Bad pun on sweater. And after that pun, the sweater doesn't say meow wow.
I guess I can be kind of paranoid sometimes, and...
Wait, what?
How is that scary? It could have been a prosmastic hand.
And here we have rock that looks like a face rock.
Does it look like a rock?
People are getting confused by the rock that looks like a face.
For the 5th time, it's not an actual face.
This is for the zombies.
Thanks.
And this is in case you see a piñata.
2 weapons at once, and both of them can be used for zombies, but Dipper only used one of them.
Now that we've gotten to know each other, there's something I should tell you.
Discount Twilight. Also, this show actually reminded me of f***ing Twilight.
Oh, Norman, you can tell me anything. Please be a vampire, please be a vampire.
Mabel saw Twilight and thinks that real vampires glow when they are in the light. Okay, it turns out that Norman was a group of 5 gnomes, but got some questions. How did Jeff hide his beard? How could these gnomes ever control anything that looks human? And how would those bottom gnomes move at all? This gnome is puking out rainbows. Need to say more?
Gnomes, little men of the Gravity Falls forest. Weaknesses unknown.
The journal says weakness blank.
You think you can stop us, boy? You have no idea what we're capable of. The gnomes are a powerful race. Do not trifle with the... Ah!
Well, that was easy. Gnometron.
All right, teamwork, guys. Like we practiced.
They practice being Gnometron. Gnome suddenly has a tone of a Godzilla roar. Hey look! That's the time traveler guy that sounds like Justin Roiland. Also, even though he doesn't say anything in this episode, voice of Justin Roiland isn't screaming in this scene. Here's some advice, kids. If you want to get rid of living gnomes, use a leaf blower. Isn't that the quote that Dipper uses in the last episode of Gravity Falls? That would count as foreshadowing. Does anybody care about windows in this show? This is where the mystery of Stan started. Wondering what's past the secret door? Well, you have to wait till the 2nd season to find out. An entire credit scene of a gnome puking.